Greetings and welcome to the PIXAR Journey. I am Lord X and I love Pixar movies. And today we are going way back to 2003, 17 years ago, to dive into the movie that is Finding Nemo. And this is another one of those Pixar movies that I haven't seen in a very long time. And right off the bat, beginning this movie, I forgot how massively devastating of an emotionally gut-wrenching scene that we get right off the bat with Marlin the clownfish and his wife and their, I think they say, 400 children, which things happen and it ends up just being Marlin and, of course, the fish that would become Nemo. That was gut-wrenching, and I forgot how emotionally devastating that opening really is for this movie. And probably, you have to say, this is when I think Pixar found their niche for doing this thing, because we see that several years later with the movie Up. And we subsequently see it through some of their other films as well. But, man, what a movie. I forgot how good this movie actually is. The journey of just, this father trying to reunite back with his son, his one and only son after this devastating incident. This one this one aspect of his life that he still has left, and he is a little bit overprotecting of his son and goes out of his way to do stuff that he would never do to try and reunite with his son, like crossing the ocean to get to him. It's emotionally beautiful. The animation is fantastic. Pixar did an incredible job just, showing off life under the sea. Yeah, it's great. I'm actually blown away by this movie. And Ellen DeGeneres' character, Dory, fantastic, very lovable. Kind of teeters a little bit on that annoying scale, but does so in the, amusing, charming kind of annoying way, where she doesn't overstate her welcome like, say, Jar Jar Binks. So yeah, it's fantastic. I absolutely adored this movie. Let's just do it, folks. Let's just dive straight into the rankings. Oh yeah, before I do that, I should just comment, the other characters in the movie, the other fish that Nemo ends up with are a fantastic little cast. The two humans we really see in this movie are pretty good. Pixar definitely by this point can do humans, unlike they could back in the day with Toy Story 1 and a little bit on Toy Story 2 as well, where it wasn't good. And the ending is really special and neat, where Marlin, finally accepts he has to let his son take risk in order to do things, so that things can happen to him. Good things can happen to him. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, and I was tearing up during this one, rewatching it. So that's always a good sign for me when watching a movie. If it can start to make me tear up and shed a tear, it's a beautifully well done movie. And with that in mind, let's get to the rankings. Alright, so far here on the Pixar Journey, we have at number 5, A Bug's Life. At number 4, Toy Story. At number 3, Toy Story 2. At number 2, Monsters, Inc. And at number 1, Onward. So, starting off, is Finding Nemo a better movie than A Bug's Life? Yes, it is. That's way too easy to say right there. much more enjoyed Finding Nemo than I did A Bug's Life. So is Finding Nemo a better movie than Toy Story? Yes, it is. It absolutely is a beautiful movie. And I keep saying this before, like, Toy Story is a great movie, but does it hold up as well to what Pixar has to offer as well? No, not really. So, yeah. So, now Finding Nemo sits in at number 4. Is Finding Nemo a better movie than Toy Story 2? And I'm going to say yes. I think this is a really beautifully crafted movie, as I said when opening this video. So I do think that Finding Nemo has a better story than Toy Story 2, and I really like Toy Story 2. Some people ask me sometimes, Lord X, what's your favorite trilogy of movies? Well, first off, I say the Captain America trilogy from the MCU, but after that, I'll say the Toy Story trilogy, or quadrilogy now as it is. But as individual movies, just ranking them, like, is Finding Nemo better than Toy Story 2? Yes. Yes, it is. So, Finding Nemo now coming in at number 3. Is Finding Nemo a better movie than Monsters, Inc.? And this is where you're going to say, Lord X, every new movie you're going to say it's better and better than all the other ones as it goes along. Probably not going to be the case as we approach a certain movie coming up soon, but I will say that Finding Nemo is a better movie than Monsters, Inc. So I would rank Finding Nemo in at number 2. Now, is Finding Nemo a better movie than Onward? And I did say this when I ranked Onward at number 1, that there were other Pixar movies where I felt that they were going to be better than Onward, and also better than something like Toy Story 2, which is why I rank Onward above it. And I'm going to say it right now. I think we've hit that point. Like, rewatching Finding Nemo, I forgot how good of a movie this really is. And this is one of the harder decisions now to make for me. Do I rank Finding Nemo better than Onward, which I thought that movie was fantastic. I loved the setting, the characters, the story. But man, like, when I reviewed Onward, I said I ranked it. One of the reasons why I ranked it so high was that I couldn't take my eyes away from the screen. The same thing was true with Finding Nemo, and that was like rewatching it. Like, man, I forgot how good this is. I was like not distracted at all by anything else. I think it's fantastic. I absolutely adored this movie, so yeah, I'm gonna do it. The new number 1, Finding Nemo. I'm doing it. So now, as the rankings stand with this new movie added in, number 6, A Bug's Life. Or I should count down from 1 to 6. So at number 1, Finding Nemo. At number 2, Onward. Number 3, Monsters, Inc. Number 4, Toy Story 2. Number 5, sorry, Toy Story. And at number 6, A Bug's Life. So there you go. That's the new rankings on the PIXAR Journey. And next time, we'll be watching one of the movies that I haven't seen in some time, but at one point I thought was my favorite Pixar movie ever. I cried when they announced the sequel in recent years, and went to see it on opening night. Of course, I'm referring to The Incredibles. That's next up on the ranking. And then we get into some interesting ones. A couple, anyway. One of which I think I've seen bits and pieces of it, or I watched it once and was like, man, that's not good, and I never did watch the sequels. Of course, I'm referring to Cars, will be coming up after The Incredibles. And after that, a movie that I think I've only seen in parts, in clips, and that's Ratatouille. So I'm actually kind of really excited to watch that one. Maybe I have seen it like years ago, but can't really remember it that well. But yeah, that one's going to be fun. Cars is going to be interesting. But can't wait for next time when I watch The Incredibles and you join me on this journey once again. So folks, thank you so very, very much for tuning in. I have been Lord X, you have been awesome, and this has been another episode of The PIXAR Journey. Goodbye.